as promised. I had some problems getting in on YouTube. I don't know. Apparently, I don't know. I think some other people are having a little bit of an issue as well, but I don't want to speak it. I don't want to speak it into the existence, okay? So we're good. I'm on. I think things are really good now. So we're going to continue the Divine Feminine reading from yesterday. It was a quick little like 30-minute reading, but if you guys want to watch that, part one, and you want to see all these cards that came out and what was going down with the Divine Feminine, please tune into yesterday's live. All right, because I'm going to be getting into part two, and we're going to go deeper than what we've just gone. Anyways, I felt like the Divine Feminine is more so focused on career right now, career and money, and just making a lot of money or stabilizing what they already have, focusing on the home and the hearth, okay? I do feel that love, of course, is still in the air for the feminine. Your heart is here. You've got forever love in the upright, okay? Six of Pentacles, reciprocity. You are a giver. You definitely want to give your love, but you also know that you're balancing things out in this life right now. And you have an overabundance of love and nurturing. You know, you're just a caring, empathic person. But the one thing you've been needing to work on was balancing your stability, balancing your responsibilities, your schedule, your work and family life balance, and school goals if you guys want to go back to school, you know, educative goals, business structure, perhaps opening your own business, you know, can be seen here. But it's like, I've got goals, you know, and I want to make them. Of course, it's important for every human to have the goal to have a partner in love, but we sometimes struggle, right? Making this happen because we either put A, all our energy in love, or B, all our energy in career. And it gets really disbalanced. Unbalanced is the right word, unbalanced. So we're coming in today, Divine Feminine, realizing that you need some structure because Queen of Swords is in the reverse. I feel like you're kind of cutting off communication right now with your masculine, and you are pulling your heart away a little bit, your feelings, your emotions, because the Queen of Hearts here, she's in reverse. So it's kind of like, you know, I've got to pull away. I've got to retract my energy. All right. Oh, it's Independence Day in India? Oh, that's awesome. Well, happy Independence Day over there. Okay, so anyways, you still love this person. I'm not saying you stop loving them and you're done and this is a finished relationship. I have noticed in a lot of other readings from other people, you know, that there is this little energy going around with the feminines where it's like, we're done. We're packing up. We're moving on. We're leaving. I think, no offense to some readers, but I think you're a little hasty. You jump the gun a little too much. I think you get one little message about the feminine having boundaries and saying no and, you know, cutting some energy off, and you rush and you think that must mean that the feminine is over, finished with the masculine energy and moving on. But I feel like I went a step deeper. I feel like I wanted to dive into that feeling. And the feeling is not, it's over forever. The feeling is, I'm tired of disrespecting and dishonoring myself. I'm tired of that. I will always love you, forever love. I will always, always love you like that. But it's time that I pull back out of respect, not even love for self, but respect for self, honor for self. Because you're in this energy of, I deserve respect. I really do. And I deserve honor. And I am worthy of dignity. You know, and a lot of the feminines who are the leaders of the feminine movements in all areas of the world, the divine feminines are the leaders who are now saying, our body deserves respect. Our mind deserves respect. And more importantly than anything, our energy that we give to the world deserves respect. male or female, okay? Because the feminine energy is the nurturer. Without the feminine, nothing would grow, nothing would replenish, nothing would be comfortable and in peace, okay? We give a beautiful balance of harmony into the world, and that deserves to be cherished. And I think you're kind of tired of endlessly letting that flow out without much in return, okay? Very little in return, and for some people, nothing in return. And that is just robbery of the soul. And it also hurts you. It hurts you mentally, emotionally. It creates a lot of problems and disharmony in your soul and in your body, in your organs, in your chakras. It creates great disharmony. So you are definitely respecting the body right now. The body is really important to you, as seen with the Four of Pentacles. And we read this, I think we read this right yesterday, about confidence. So let's go ahead and see what's going on as we dive in. Hopefully you guys have your coffee, all that good stuff, tea, coffee. Hopefully you're comfortable listening to this good message. Emotions of desire and life force energy can be seen in this card. The number page is 117, in case you were curious. The powerful Archangel Chamuel is holding a beautiful sphere of golden light right at his solar plexus, which is the location of your third chakra, at the center of your life force energy. The issues here revolve around emotions of desire, your personal energy, your center, your core, the engine, if you will. When this card appears upright, it indicates that there is an increase of enthusiasm right now, or it should be coming soon. This is a great time to move things around in life and move towards completion of your goals and desires. Your life force energy is vibrating now with power and resonance. Your soul is so much calling you to go direct into your energy with a big focus on your desires, with a purposeful goal and manner. This angel of power is right with you right now, so go with it. I love it. And if you guys want to embody more of this, I did talk about golden energy. So I did mention in part 1 that you guys should try to wear yellow gold if you have some. 18 to 24 karat would be great. You know, real gold. If someone said they're allergic to gold, gosh dang, that sucks. Wear something of a gemstone that is golden. So the yellow calcite. Here I've got a golden topaz. It's really beautiful. And then, of course, there's the sunstone, which has sparkly, glittery energy. It's more of an orange, but it still kind of represents that energy. So sunstone is so beautiful. God, I love sunstone. Let's see, what's another one? I can't think. My mind is blank today. You guys go ahead and do your research. But any yellow or orange looking stone, gemstone in a little necklace cage or a bracelet or a mala beads would be so great for you right now to just embody that powerful energy. Do you feel like our twin flames can feel us pulling away, Steph? From Courtney Morris. Yes, I do. I do, because I think you guys are constantly spinning around each other energetically. And when you start to distance yourself, they notice a coldness. It's more of a loneliness, really. I think that's how I would describe it. More of a loneliness. And it feels kind of like a goldfish without a partner, goldfish in their fish tank. They're swimming around in their same environment, but where are you? Where are you at in this environment that they're used to? And it's sad because they want that company. They want that person that they can call, text, reach out to, or just know loves them, know is around. You know, think of it as like a goldfish off in a cave or a corner somewhere. They're comfortable all alone in there, but they know there's another goldfish in the tank. somewhere. So they feel comfortable and safe. But once they start swimming around and realize that goldfish is gone or very, very far away, they do get a little panicked. You know, I'm not saying your person's a goldfish, but metaphorically, I do think your person will notice some distance and wonder what's going on. And I really just think it will be a curiosity. Where are you? What are you up to? Why are you being distant? Did I offend you in some way? Did I do something wrong? Are you okay? Is everything all right with you? You know, they're going to be curious. And whether they're going to reach out or not, I guess depends on everybody's different situation. I think they will reach out. That's just the law of assumption, law of attraction, law of the universe. But for some people, it may not be right away. But anyways, let's see, Courtney. Yeah, I can sense that from him. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so glad that you're tuning into yourself like this. This is so great. All right, so we're going to see what's going on with your emotions here. Queen of Swords, gosh. When she's in reverse, I don't like her, you know, and this is you, this is your reading. I feel like you have a tendency to be cold if you need to be so, you know, because to protect yourself. Everyone has that mechanism, right? Self-defense, to protect yourself from being hurt. That's just natural. But I also feel that you could be dealing with a very, very difficult, frustrating air sign. And I think you love this air sign a whole lot. And this air sign would most likely be Libra, who is not acting fair. The Queen of Swords is supposed to act fair, balanced, knowledgeable, wise, honest, shrewd, aware, right? When she's in reverse, she's just like none of those things. She embodies inequality. She embodies tyranny. She embodies coldness, sharpness of the tongue. That is very hurtful. And her words can stab you like a freaking knife to the heart. It's very painful, and she's very prickly. Like, you don't know what you're gonna walk into when the Queen of Swords is in this kind of a mood. You just know, watch out, there could be a fight, an argument, a disruption of some energy. So I think you're kind of like, it's safe for me to pull back. My person is not in the energy that is welcoming or warm, okay? And I just, to protect myself, divine masculine energy, right? I need to pull back. This person's only going to break my heart. This person's only going to hurt my heart. This person's only going to say things that make me think bad things about myself. Okay? Now keep in mind, the air energy, the Queen of Air, can embody any of the air elements, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, okay? It doesn't have to be Libra. I was just picking up on Libra, of who you're dealing with, okay? But it doesn't have to be. She is the Queen of all air. I also feel some other signs that this person could be is a Capricorn, a Taurus, a Virgo, even a Scorpio. Higher value on the Virgo for the earth, higher value on Scorpio for water, which is like the only water I could think of, with the Nine of Cups. And this is wish fulfillment in reverse. That's selfishness. So your person is selfish, grabbing everything for himself or herself, just grabbing and taking. It's like, I'm selfish. I want gratification. I want words of affirmation. I want stability. I want to know that you love me and you're there for me, but I don't want to give that back to you. But I need that and I want that. You know what happens to people, and this is really what I feel, people that take, I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at them because selfish people, not all the time, but most of the time, We're brought up not being nurtured. We're brought up with a selfish mother or selfish father, selfish siblings, and they had to look out for themselves. They weren't always fed on time, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They weren't always taken care of with their clothing. They had to look out for themselves. They had to be like little Matilda, you know, cook for themselves, clean for themselves, look out for their own emotions. So when I think about people, not all people, but some people that have grown up in a selfish way, again, that's self-preservation. They're trying to take care of their Maslow's needs because no one else did. And they think that there's not enough. They think that if I give a piece of what I have away, I'm going to be wounded in some way. I'm going to be hurt in some way. I'm going to be badly affected in some way, or something bad could happen to me. You know, so they grow up like that. And anyways, it could be. That's kind of what I feel. If your person is selfish, I think they have a good heart. But I think that they're just always looking out for themselves, and they haven't learned that giving is so much more gratifying than taking. It's important to have balance, and that's why Six of Pentacles is there. Reciprocity, balance, harmony, the Six. But still remember to give. Don't just take. So anyways, your person has been taking and taking from you, and you've allowed it. You've been depleted of your energy. Many of you could have been depleted financially from this person, male or female, okay, as a feminine, but you may have had your bank account depleted because of this individual. A lot of this was poor judgment, poor choices, Queen of Swords in the reverse. You weren't thinking clearly, you weren't being logical, you weren't using your brains, okay? You were using your heart. And again, this is why you're pulling back. Sometimes you don't just spend money on the individual. Sometimes you end up spending a lot of money on yourself to please the individual. So, example, you buy a lot of cologne or perfume. You buy nice clothing. You buy nice underwear, you know, sets. You spend a lot of money on maybe your interior of your home or food or certain things that you have so you can impress your person, so you can attract your person. Maybe you went and spent a lot of money on, you know, bedding. You know, I don't know, like silk sheets and candles and a duvet and like a fancy bed and, you know, whatever. But you're like, I may not have spent money on him or her, but damn, I broke the bank spending money on clothing and stuff for myself. Yep, there you go, lingerie for this person to attract them, and I ended up not using it or being empty-handed in some way, and you're just like, God, that was a waste. It's okay. We're going to regroup, feminines. We're going to regroup, okay? You're breaking up with your karmic habits. You're like, listen, little bitch, you're going to stop that fucking needless spending. It's ridiculous, and fuck you for doing it. But listen, it's not all for waste. It's not useless. You did something good. At least you have a closet full of lingerie. I can't talk for shit today. At least you have a drawer or closet full of sexy things that you can put on, or some nice perfume when you're ready, or that bed when you're ready. At least it's there, you know? So it's not all to waste. You may have been disappointed that you didn't get to use it, or this person didn't even notice, or whatever. But you know what? All in good time. All in good time. So I do see someone pulling back, kind of just like, wow, that was really dumb of me. But you know what? It's not dumb of you. You did it out of love. You did it with good intentions. You wanted to please someone. You wanted to make them happy. You wanted to make them feel good. You wanted to feel happy and feel loved. There's nothing wrong with those thoughts or those feelings or that intention. And you need to stop beating yourself up for saying, am I wrong for seeking love and affection? and doing everything I can to get it. No, you are one determined bitch. You are determined to go after what you love and want and what you deserve. You are a very strong person. You just need a different strategy, because that one didn't work, right? Strategy. Nothing is wrong with that, what you did. We're just going to think of something else now. So anyways, you are re-strategizing. And a lot of this is, I'm going to be okay not getting my wish fulfillment, 9 of Cups in reverse, victory in reverse. I'm going to be okay not winning right now. I'm going to forfeit the battle so I can go back home, re-strategize, and win this goddamn war. That's how you feel. You're like, go ahead, take the battle. Take the swords from battle. Take it. Take everything you want from this little battle. I'm going to come back winning the war. And you're just like, go ahead, send me to the wolves. Cast me out, cast me away, 5 of Pentacles. Leave me out and abandoned, cast out in the cold. Cast me to the wolves, and I will come back, leading the pack. And that's the very confident energy that you feel. And that's this 3rd chakra energy, the solar plexus. So you are activating your confidence. And I love that about you, because you're not sad. You're not all 5 of Cups. You're not all fucking forlorn and 9 of Swords. Like, oh, woe is me. I feel like crap. I just want to go cry in a corner. You know, that is not your energy, feminine. Thank God. You're much more confident, much more strong-willed and minded than that. So I love your energy. Keep in mind, this reading is not for everybody, but it will resonate for some. And boy, that went down the wrong tube. We're going to read Victory in the Reverse. The Victory card in reverse signals a delay or reversal of a hoped-for outcome, whether it is in a personal change or external achievement. It's a letdown, but success may have been eluding you for some time, and this is nothing new. Please do not despair. You may need to restructure things, reorganize, re-strategize, and set your sights on a different route or maybe a different goal altogether. Whatever's going on externally, remember that the equanimity of peaceful surrender can often be your biggest victory of all. And I agree completely with that, because I've mentioned this before and I really want to stick to it. Sometimes when you lose, you win. Believe it or not. And I've pulled that quote again from What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams. Great movie. Don't want to miss it. It's a twin flame movie. Anyways. The reason they pulled that quote from the movie. And I don't remember every detail of it, but he surrendered to death and hell to be with the woman he loved. He surrendered his own desires, wish fulfillment, in reverse. He wasn't going to be with his kids. He wasn't going to be in heaven. He wasn't going to be in paradise where he was. He went down there, he found her, and even though she didn't remember him, and it broke his soul that she didn't remember him, he understood. He understood. He wasn't feeling good about it, but he understood. And he knew that his dedication to her was, I love you and I'll never leave you. You're my soulmate. Wherever you are, I am. And so it will be. And he had to tell his son and his friend, I'm staying down here with her. And they're like, you're crazy. This is crazy. Nobody would choose hell over heaven. Nobody. Not even her own children. wanted to be with her. Her own children did not want to choose hell over heaven. They just said, we love our mom. We say goodbye to her. She made her choice, you know, and she's down there from her own choices. And, you know, those are the reasons she killed herself, was those kids. But even the kids weren't down there for her. It was her soulmate. And he would not leave her side, period. Because wherever you are, I am. I am part of you, you're part of me. If there's good in me, there's good in you. And that's what ultimately saved them from hell, was because her twin flame, which was her equal half, loved her and had joy and goodness and sacrifice in him, and just pure goodness. That saved her from hell. That took her out of it, because he was a part of her. So he saved her in essence. Just his presence, just him being there and understanding and choosing her, was him choosing himself. It was kind of a, I don't know how to put it into words, but a way to look at your inner soul, which is a twin flame journey. It's like you're both dark and light. You cannot cast out your darkness and only be light. You need to embrace your darkness and your light and seek balance. And that's ultimately what that's about, is embracing that darkness and having a second chance, the death rebirth paradigm with the phoenix. So anyways, him choosing her was him choosing the dark sides of himself and saying it's okay to love those dark sides. It's okay to be that selfish person at times when needed. It's okay to be resentful at times for self-preservation. Just don't stay that way. Don't become calloused and hardened. Become balanced. Which is really alchemy. If you look at our chakras and our energy, balancing out earth, water, fire, air, inside of our organs, inside of our spine and our chakras and our hormones and everything going on, balancing out the energies is alchemy. Sexual energy starts out as fire. It's a fire chi, and then it turns into wood, earth, wooded earth. It turns into a grounding and security. So that's alchemy right there, just by making love with your soulmate, transforming that energy as being an alchemist. So much of that to be said, but we're going to leave that there and just say, sometimes when you lose, you win. And that's where it came from in the movie. He lost his ability to be in heaven because he sacrificed it to be with her. And everyone thought that was a big bad thing to do. That was a big loss. But he gained. Sometimes when you lose, you win. And he gained her, and he gained heaven, and he gained a second chance on earth with her. I call that a big win. So when you guys are pulling back, breaking your karmic chains, breaking the cycles that seem normal to the universe, you are an alchemist and a creator. I feel like you're going to show the universe a thing or two about love. I think you're going to show the universe that not giving up looks quite different than what they're used to seeing. That you have a determination unlike anything the universe has seen. You are determined to find balance, love, and harmony against all odds. Anyways, so moving into the Four of Pentacles with the Magician in the reverse. Let's see what that's all about. Knowing and using your inner power. When the Magician and the Mirror is reversed, it's a warning that you could be missing out on a great opportunity. The time is right, but you're not taking advantage of the creative energy of this cycle. You do have the power to transform things for yourself and to create something new, whether a home, a business, family, or life direction. For some of you, all of the above. You may be resistant or even disbelieving, probably disbelieving, of unlimited power that you possess. But it's time to wake up, because the misinformation and perceived limitations that linger from the past and just all your past experiences can no longer sustain you. Your life energy is a mirror, and it's reflecting to you your inner energy. And right now, you have the ability to change what you see in your life. You can really flip it around. But it's about being open to the complete truth of the eternal wisdom, talents, and abilities. And take a risk of believing in yourself. Now is the time to dig so deep. Find that confidence and the courage within you that most serve you in this cycle. You have all the resources you need and the unlimited force of the universe to use. It's waiting for you to recognize and ignite your phenomenal powers that are eternally yours. I don't want you to create limits for your dreams. Big message, feminine. There is no fucking limit. If you are being scared even a little bit that there's some kind of a limit between you and your divine partner, there is none. But the key is to break out of that box and stop telling yourself, I can only go so far. They only want me so much. This only has this certain amount of time before it expires. Or I only have so much time before it's too late. Those, I'm just going to say it flat out, bullshit. It's all bullshit. It really is. It's bullshit. Please don't create your own boundary like that in your mind. Don't create a no, create a yes. I know you're saying no for good reason, for many, many things, and that's wonderful, but don't tell yourself that the darkness is near, the end is near. The possibilities are not endless, they're running dry. Just because you're tired, worn out, learning something new, retracting and saying something didn't work the way you chose to make it work, does not mean it's not possible. The people that invented the airplanes, whatever, I'm sure they had a lot of practice at failing. Making wings, making flight objects, and failing. It did not mean it was impossible that humans could not get into some kind of a vehicle and fly. It just meant what they were doing wasn't going to do it. It needed innovation, it needed time, and it needed a lot of failures. So anyways, you may have failed many times at balancing out your life, connecting with your twin flame, and having union and harmony and balance. It does not mean you're always going to fail. It means you failed a lot, and at least you've got a lot of practice. So you're getting good now. You're getting very good now. You're going to start manifesting better now. You've learned the ways not to do it, and that is wonderful. So now we're going to take a look at this frustration from the Queen of Swords. And she's just like, I'm irritated, I'm frustrated, I'm tired of being hurt, oh, I'm tired of the arguments, the lack of communication, the lack of clarity, the lack of know-how. I'm tired of losing at this game of life. I'm tired of strategizing and not coming ahead. Really sick of it. The masculine's pissing me off, wearing me down, frustrating me at the very least. And I'm not as attracted to that scenario as I used to be, is what she's saying. She's just like, I used to really want this, but because of all the things that have gone on, I don't as much. I just don't. I have a lack of desire for this. I have a lack of desire for my masculine, male or female, you know? I don't want to reach out as much. I don't want to be as intimate as much, maybe not at all. I don't care if I talk to this person anymore. I don't care if I even see this person. This is someone that's kind of upset in some way and just kind of really to the point where they don't care about the outcome. Now, there's a bittersweet there. I'm glad this person is no longer super wounded. And I'm glad that they're not caring about the outcome. That's the sweet part. Because you need to give up the outcome, and you need to give up caring about things happening a specific way to get anything at all. I'm just a little worried about the frustration, hurt, and anger that could possibly be inside of that Queen of Swords as well. That's the bitter part, right? We don't want to be bitter. We don't want to be bitter and frustrated. Like, well, that's fucking sucks, you know? I just want to give an example that I envisioned in my mind. Because I've dieted a lot in my life. I don't look great in a bathing suit. I can tell you that. This summer I was rather disappointed. But anyways, if you gave up on your body because you tried and you failed and you didn't get the body you wanted within the year time frame that you gave yourself, and you're like, I fucking tried. I dieted, I worked out, I did this, I did that. And you're like, did I do everything? Did I really stick to that diet like I could have? Did I really work out like I could have? Did I really wake up and go to sleep like I should have? You know? Okay, maybe not. Maybe I didn't try like I said I did. Maybe I had a good strategy, but I didn't really implement it all. I used a little bit of it, and I was kind of hoping that would work, but it didn't. And remember, things change with the Pentacles as you grow older. You're not going to bounce back after a baby or after whatever when you're in your 30s like you would in your 20s. You're not going to bounce back. You're not going to bounce back in your 50s the way you would have in your 30s or 40s. And so on. You're not going to bounce back like that. So, you know, it's like time changes people. And I'm just using the body as an example. You can use love, work, pentacle, whatever you want. But I'm using the body as an example. You're not always going to bounce back the way you used to. And whatever used to work for you may not work now. And so that strategy is outdated. It's obsolete. It doesn't fucking work. Maybe drinking more water, walking every fucking day, and, you know, doing keto is not going to fucking do it nowadays. Maybe you need yoga, you need stretches, you need vitamins, you need collagen, you need extra couple hours of sleep. Maybe you need to see a dermatologist. Maybe you need to see someone to help you with something. Maybe you need to have frequent massages once a month, you know? But you're like, okay, I need more. I get that. You know, I'm understanding that I don't have, you know, I got to do something different, obviously. Like, strategy must change. Body's just an example. Just because it's fucking time up, you know, let's check out the body and it's not what you want, it doesn't mean throw it away. And just be like, fuck it, throw on the donuts, bring me the fried chicken. Let's go out for pizza. Fuck it, I'm just going to be lazy. I'm going to sit on the couch. I don't care anymore. I'm just going to give up and just eat because I'm upset, and who gives a fuck anymore? You know, that's what happens when people just give up, and it gets worse. It just spirals. And everything that you did that you thought didn't do shit was actually preventing you from getting in a bad, worse place. And if you give up, you could be in a real bad, worse place. So, you know, this is the warning. Don't be distraught because your original strategy did not pan out. Okay? Not everything was to waste, but you do need a different strategy, and we're going to win. Just because you didn't win this year doesn't mean you're not going to win next year. Just because, you know, your body doesn't look bomb right now, it doesn't mean by fucking next summer you're going to rock that shit out. And damn, you're going to love it. You're going to love all of it. You're just going to be like, I look better now than I did in my 20s. Right? We're all going to get there. believe it or not, 20s were kind of sucking for a lot of people. I don't know. Nowadays, I see all these TikTokers, and I'm like, Jesus, how do they stay so fit? Fucking starve themselves? I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? But 20s, you eat a lot of junk food. You're just vegging. You're partying. You're drinking. You're having a lot of sex. That's probably what keeps you looking good. But your metabolism is good. But you don't take care of yourself like you should. Not a lot of people in their 20s. In your 30s, you start really taking care of yourself. 40s, you really, really start taking care of yourself. And to be honest, I think people look better in their 30s and 40s and up than they did in their 20s, because a lot of 20-year-old people just, I mean, yeah, we have those bodybuilder 20s out there. High five to all of you. But not the majority of people are like that. In fact, 80% of the population of our world is overweight. Or underweight. I think it's both. Overweight or underweight. But 80% of the human population does not look like people do on TikTok and filters behind Snapchat. I think even TikTok probably has a filter. Every fucking thing has a filter. Less wrinkles, smoother skin, you know, camera magic. And you've seen it. You could take pictures from one angle to the next and you look better in one picture than the next. It's all, you know, visual trickery. But the point is, 80% of us out there do not look and feel the way we want to. That's a lot of people. It's a lot of people out in this world doing that. And a lot of us have been let down so much, we give up. So this is don't give up. Now, for you guys, it may not be about diet and body. For you, it might be about love. Guess what? There's a higher percentage of people struggling in love than weight. Yeah. I think it's like 95% of the population are unhappy in a relationship or single. That's not very many people out there living happily together. There's very few people that are living fucking happily together. Some people would rather be single than together. And they're living miserable relationships, miserable abusive relationships, toxic marriages, unhappy marriages, unfulfilled relationships. Miserable people in this world. And then the other part of those people, you know, they're fucking single. They just lost hope on love completely. That's not a coincidence. There's a lot of unbalanced energy. Yeah, we should, Vera, we should take a, and that's what I kind of talked about in the previous video, is reality versus virtual reality. And that's the same with sex. And we talked about that on part 1. Women have been really degraded sexually. And to be honest, women, start standing up for yourselves. I hope there are women who are doing whatever in the porn industry watching me. I hope there's young women that make TikToks or other videos based on sexuality. I hope there's just women in general that are watching me that do what I talk about, which is sexual exchanges with their partners, and that it doesn't honor yourself. I hope if you're doing things that do not honor yourself, that you stop. You don't need to please them like that. You're feeding an energy, and it is a vile monster in this universe, feeding on the feminine energy. Every time you guys think about female energy being disrespected, and I do have to touch on it because it's very bad. And a lot of women, we get paid a lot of money. So hello, money speaks loudly. And there's a lot of things women will do for money. There's a lot of things women will do for security. They will sell their body for sex. They will be in porn videos for sex and get paid well. They'll strip for fucking money, okay? They'll do favors for money, and they'll marry rich for money. So we can't lie as females out there that we know that we have a commodity, we have our body, certain things that straight men desire that we can use to get pentacles. And the lie about it all is it dishonors you. It doesn't please you. There's a lot of women that are with ugly, older men, overweight, just gross, bad hygiene. For what? For money or security? I've known a lot of women that were strippers that gave energy to guys that were not even at all on their level, only because those guys would buy them a car. Flat out, just buy them a car in hopes that that woman would be with them or at least have sex with them. A lot of these men were married and they had a family, grandpas, you know, freaking older fathers that would have a woman on the side give her these materialistic things and expect the sex from her with no commitment, no nothing, no strings. Anyways, I've known a lot of these women. A lot of my friends were strippers in our 20s. I didn't do it, but I had a lot of friends that did. And I saw them come home with apartments paid for, Nissan Maximas of the year paid for, shopping sprees at the mall paid for, nails done paid for, you know, memberships to gyms and car cleaning and places paid for. And it's like, this is small time. I can't imagine big time. That was just a little small town, you know, getting bank like that. But the things that they had to put up with were degrading. And even if you look in the porn industry, look at the men that are sleeping with the women. They're nowhere near their natural attraction. The human body is actually attracted to mate, to make children. And for men to be a suitable mate, to create healthy children, to live a long life, women are naturally attracted to men that are taller, a bigger upper body, smaller underbody, slimmer waist, okay, muscular arms, broad chin, which means more testosterone. Why is our feminine nature naturally attracted to men like that? Because they win battles, because they're protectors, because the human nature is, I want to be with a man that will provide many children and also protect our children and can protect us from any predators, invaders, other men. You know, you want that masculine type. And that's just what the human body is naturally attracted to because that gives the feminine's security. Now, there are other ones that women are naturally selective for in a mate, and that would be wealth and intelligence. So a lot of women look for baby creation machines naturally, or they look for wealth and intelligence. Why has that evolved? Because now women are more naturally attracted to someone that has the means to provide well for the family, to provide well for many children, to provide well for grandchildren, to provide well for her, and to also have the intelligence to create more wealth and create a safer environment, to pull her out of the ghettos, to pull her into a safe place, to pull her into a well-secure home, to provide good food, because intelligence, you need to have those smarts. You can get a really handsome, buff, tall, good alpha guy, but if he doesn't have the smarts to bring home a meal, that's not the same thing. So women naturally are selective at, like I said, either intelligence and wealth or looks. Now, if they have all of the above, jackpot. But if not, women make substitutes. Now, when a woman has the attraction reversed on the other side, what are men looking for in women? Men naturally, and believe me, I've studied this, guys, the psychology of men and women at a deep root, okay? Men are naturally selective of younger women, and it's not because their skin is more tight or their tits and ass are more tight, even though, of course, that helps. It's because men have a natural selection to reproduce. They want to have a partner to recreate, because men can have children till they die. Women have an expiration date, obviously. So men naturally are not monogamous at heart. Now, they can be and they should be, but it's not natural. Because what they're naturally attracted to is a woman that is fertile. And how does the natural eye, the human body, connect to a female that would be fertile? And it would be a smaller waist. Actually, smaller waist means healthier, fertile energy. So the hourglass figure in a woman is, yes, it's sexy and yes, it's attractive, but there's more to it. It represents fertility. And the men, the heterosexual men, are naturally attracted to that because they think babies, fertile. They're not always thinking that. There's not men in this day and age saying, I want 100 kids, you know, but it's just their body's chemistry attracted to somebody like that. And even if she's 30, 40, if she has that look, it's instant attraction. Naturally, chemistry. They're attracted to that hourglass look. Again, because their body is saying, this is a good mate, this is someone that is fertile, this is someone that is going to live a long time, this is someone that can care for the young, this is someone that has the energy to, you know, be around many children, this is someone that has the energy to create children with me. So men and women are naturally attracted at a specific type. Men are not necessarily looking for intelligence and wealth. It's, yeah, nowadays, I'm not talking about current modern bullshit. I'm talking about the natural human biology. Men are not predisposed internally to look for intelligence and wealth in a woman. Does that help nowadays? Yeah, and that becomes a preference for many men. But naturally, at a biological level, they're not seeking that out. So when they're scanning a room of girls, females, they're not like, oh yeah, she's rich, I want that one. They're thinking sex. Again, it's because men are not trying to just have sex all the time, but they want to procreate, recreate. That's their inner nature. Anyways, I'm going to get off that subject, guys. But the point is, when a woman sits in a room and there's 50 guys, a woman can quickly scan out naturally, biologically in her own self, her own body, can scan out a room of 50 men and instantly pick 2 or 3 partners automatically that she would sleep with. And that's just... hello, I don't know the right word, but selective. Your body selectively knows the chemistry that you would share with whoever's in the room. Yes?
I made a Lego turtle.
You did? Oh, that's so awesome. Can I show everybody your Lego turtle?
Mom, look.
Is it a turtle?
Look, by playing bricks.
Oh, okay.
These are all the pieces.
Can I see?
Get a piece that's this shape.
Yeah.
And get a little, just a green plaid-on for the show.
Okay.
And get one of these.
Mm-hmm.
And just a tan color.
Oh, let me see.
Right there to make the turtle.
I love it. He made a cute little turtle. He just made a cute little turtle. You are so creative. I love you. That is so cool, Matt.
I'm gonna make some more stuff.
Okay, you make some more stuff. Anyways, guys. Once you selective, and men, you are the same way. You can look at a room full of 50 women, and you will also selectively seek 3 or 4 partners that you know instantly you would be with. Okay, it's an instant automatic selection in your brain that's like boom, boom, boom. It's almost like you have heat vision. You just selectively seek out the ones that are for you. This also has something to do with pheromones, the pheromone connections. Your body sees biologically which other person is healthy and vital and fertile and all of that stuff. You know, vital, whatever the word is. So anyways, that is the human selective visual process. It kind of eliminates all the other people that are in the mix, because you certainly as a human wouldn't sleep with every fucking person. No, I know there's a few people out there that would, but 9 out of 10 people will not do that, okay? So you selectively, you know, pick. Then you meet that person and there's going to be other criteria. Are they smart? Who's the best out of the 3, right? Who's the best? And you're going to see a woman if she's nurturing, caregiving, loving, kind, attentive, listening. Those kinds of things will attract you. Then you're looking at health, hygiene. Why is that important for longevity? You don't want to pick a partner that's going to die in 2 years because their health is terrible. So you know what I mean? It's like you eliminate people based on other criterias: personality, hygiene, family. You also look, well, what is your family like? And so you learn about their history. Do they live a long time? Do they have good relationships with their family? Are they all attractive? Like, because you want to see where your lineage is going. Now, not everyone can have kids, and not everyone will have kids. And a lot of people have relationships later in life and they're not looking to make kids. We're just talking about the natural human response to selecting a mate. Now, the reason I was bringing this up at all was because there are people we talked about the money and women being dishonored and disrespected. Women, we naturally know our selections, but when you're getting paid, what will you do for that selection, right? And it's just sad, but the truth. But when you're 10, you know that if you are going to go downgrade to be with someone that is below your choice, there has to be some payoff for it. There's a reason. And sometimes that reason is long enough for you to stick around, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just a quick, I'll do this now to get something instantly, and then I'm moving on, and I'm not going to look back, and I'm going to erase that thought from my mind. So there's a lot of people in the porn industry that do that. They're with partners. These are young girls. They're a 10. Okay, they're at least a 5, okay, a 5 or a 10. And the people that they are choosing to be with intimately are a 0 or a 1. They are pot-belly, they are bald, they look pregnant as a man, they're pale, they have low muscular build, their legs, they have no ass. There's nothing about them that says winner, winner, okay? Even their male parts are maybe a 2 or a 1. Some of them are not even satisfying. You probably have better luck with a dill pickle. So you know what I mean? It's like, but these men are just like, oh yeah, she's getting off on me, buddy boy. Oh yeah, she's totally getting off on me. And women are good fakers. We'll do a lot for money. You know, a lot of women are like, I'll fake a good one for good pay, you know. But it's the psychological that messes with people when they're watching porn. Because these women who are 10 and have no business being with this person are either A, trafficked, B, low self-esteem, got put into the industry at 18, have no clue what the fuck because they were probably abused as 12-year-old girls and so on. So they really don't even know what's out there. They're messed up in their head, okay? But the things that go on is disrespectful. And you'll see it because they ejaculate in their face and they pretend to like it. And they'll say, ooh, yes, do more, yeah, you know, and it's like, really in their head, they're thinking, get the fuck off me, you smelly pig. But they're doing these disgusting things. They get choked, slapped. Anal is a very big thing right now. That is a sacred place that actually connects to your crown chakra. You can use that in Kama Sutra. You can use that sexually with your partner to really connect spiritually with your partner. But do you think the girl in the porn video with Potbelly Pig Guy are really connecting to the crown chakra? Probably not. Probably not. And it's a violation. And so it's violating the soul. That particular area of the body leads straight up to the crown through your soul. So there is complete soul devaluation in acts like that in porn. They have names for it. They call it gaping. They call it all this and that. They want to do so much to it. It's become a commodity. And these girls, again, are sitting there thinking, oh, yes, 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 I love it. Do more. Give it to me. And it's like, no, they're not. We ladies, we all know, no, they're not. They're thinking this is the worst fucking possible spot. It sometimes feels good with the right partner, but certainly not with Potbelly Pig Guy. And, you know, this is degrading, devaluating. This is terrible. This is not something a woman craves. This is not where her emotions come from. This is not where her wetness and her turn-onness comes from. This is not where it comes from. And so it's like, boy, are you in the wrong place at the wrong time. But again, money speaks. So these women in porn industry are being quiet to get paid. And they're pretending like they like it. And at first it was all good for the porn industry because women were just like, yes, I like it, I love it. No, they like the money. Would they do that for free? No. Would any of those women sit there with Potbelly Pig Eye and do it for free? The answer is absolutely no. Zip. There's no chance. None. Zero. There's nothing that can be said. None of those women would ever step into a room with any one of those people ever without the money. But yet the impression that these men are getting is they like it. They like being dirty girls. They like being bad. They like being this. They like being that. No, they don't, but they're lying to themselves. They're convincing themselves. It's Stockholm Syndrome, basically. Who knows? But they're just lying to themselves. But the point is, a lot of women have done this to get ahead in the world. Now, since the 80s, I would say now, it's become a big commodity and women have something to live up to in that industry or to be sexy, period. Now it has dripped over and overflowed out of the porn industry into the real world. And you see this now with our youth, basically in their 20s. On TikToks, on Snapchats, there's always the dirty TikTok, the dirty Snapchat, the dirty whatever room. It's like there's always this dirty, vile, like other area that you can go to if you want to. They have, what is it? Just Fans. There's another one where you can just, I don't know, like MySpace, but it's not, what is it? Oh, fuck. Whatever, you guys know, there's a lot of other shit out there, okay? And these girls go there again to get tips, money, you know, on video for all these things. So it's not just the porn industry anymore. It's bled over into our society. And the problem that it has now arisen are the youth. We're talking teens to early 20s. This is the target group that does not understand the history from porn in the 80s to now. This is the group that doesn't understand the transition, that it went from, you know, soft porn, making love, to freaking vile disrespect. They don't understand the explosion that's happened in the last, 30 years. So these young people are getting involved. And I know, I have teenagers, I've talked to their friends, I see what's going on in high schools today. I fucking know. These kids in high school and even in their early 20s, okay, they are thinking that these vile things to be done to women are okay. That it's okay to ejaculate in her face. It's okay to choke her. It's okay to slap her with your dick. It's okay to fucking screw her in the ass and make it a big, big hole and spit in it. It's okay. No, it's disgusting. It's vile. It's unhealthy. It's a lot of terrible hygiene. And the diseases that just come out of just this bad sex is terrible. And these young people are being violated, completely violated. Oral sex has become a disgusting, derogatory thing. It's no longer this like Kama Sutric act to pleasure your partner. It's become a duty. It's become a must. You need to do this before you do that. Then you need to do this back to me before I do that. And then we need to do this and then we can do that. You know, it's like normal is no longer in the equation. There's rules, there's specifics, there's things that must be done, or else you're not considered sexy. You're not considered desirable. Thus, that's why we're going to leave it off there for women today who feel dishonored and disrespected, because you are in competition with younger women who have zero respect for themselves, that allow all of this to happen with every partner in the book, because that is the status quo norm. And so now you're with partners who not only can go online and see all of that for free whenever they want, but they also have a menagerie, or how do you say, not a menagerie, menagerie, whatever you want to call it. Just a bunch of people that are willing to do all of that in any relationship at any given time, because you need to be able to do those things to have a relationship. So there's these good women out there, and maybe it could be men too on the other foot, but not as much. But for men too, especially gay men, you've been put kind of in the same pot with women as far as being degraded from the masculine energy. A lot of gay men have also been completely degraded, and I don't want to leave you out, because the disrespect that you guys get is beyond words as well. And you know it's put up or shut up, and you know that it's dishonoring. And again, you pretend to like it for what? What's the exchange? The relationship. So the relationship has kind of become the coin. I'll deposit my relationship in this relationship if what? If you perform all the duties. So there's a lot of toxicity that we are trying to break as a culture, as a people, trying to stop these karmic cycles and patterns and habits that corrupt marriages and relationships and corrupt love. They corrupt love. And a lot of people, a lot of feminines, females mostly, but males, like I said, gay males as well, you're really getting it hit hard. And the men, the masculines, the alphas, maybe there's some women that are in that energy also, but you're kind of in the seat of power. You're in the seat of power because you kind of operate as the dominating one, as the one that stands behind and controls the outcome, as the one that says when it's finished and when it's not. Has anyone questioned in the porn business when it's finished? We want to say there's equality, but there's fucking not. There's no equality in the porn business. The feminine, male or female, but the feminine, most likely the female, does not get to choose when it's over. It is the men that choose when it's over. Because when they are done flipping and flopping the women like a flapjack, or the men for that matter, and they've made them come 3-4 times and done them in every hole possible, and they've pulled out and withheld, when they want to ejaculate all over the person, and we should even say victim, okay, their property, their victim, their cum bucket, okay, when they've done their business and they've dirtied that person up completely, they get to say when it's over. They get to say, okay, show's over. Stop reeling. I'm done. I've climaxed. I've finished the deed. I have done what I've come here to do. It's over. We can all go home now. And that person, the person that finishes just goes, finishes, that's it. What about the person that was used up? They were probably done a long time ago, for one. They just were being mistreated, used the entire time. But that person gets to be done. But these other people, they just get used up as much as they want. They're just a human toy. And what happens is to the soul of these people, they feel like I am a pleasure piece. I am a toy to be picked up and used as pleasure when wanted. I will receive, this is the feminine energy, I will receive and take whatever this masculine gives. And I have to take and receive whatever this masculine gives. And when the masculine is done, male or female, when the masculine is done, I have to be done. I have to say that's enough. That has to be okay for me. I have to be satisfied equally. I have to be just as happy as that person. And it's wrong, and it's actually a big no. Because actually the feminine, what is natural to the feminine body, and maybe gay men as well in a feminine energy, what is natural to the feminine is to cuddle and to recharge their energy. Cuddling is an energy that women do after sex, and it's to give, it's put it this way, the feminine receives the masculine's energy, and the masculine is depleted in sex. So the masculine releases all of his chi, all of his energy, so he's tired and he's there just, depleted. So naturally, the chemistry of the body wants to give that energy back to the masculine so he's not so depleted. And right now, the feminine is filled to the brim with chi energy. So the feminine receives all the energy. She's taking it in physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, taking all the chi in. So cuddling is an equal exchange of energy. So the feminine gives it back to the masculine by rubbing, by kissing, by rubbing the hair. And that's why a lot of, feminines, gay or, female, they want to give back to their lover. They're like, I'm full of energy now. I want to give to you. I want to nurture you. And the idea of making a sandwich after sex is kind of degrading to women. Really what women want to do after that is saying, I want to nurture you. I want to replenish your energy. So in porn, if you think about it, it's completely unnatural because there's no cuddling afterwards. And the masculines are just giving it all away. The feminines are being brainwashed, basically. Anyways, I don't know where I'm going with that, guys, but there's a disrespect and a dishonor is what I'm saying for the feminine. And yes, I use the porn industry as an example, but a lot of the feminine, and we're doing a divine feminine reading today, a lot of the feminines have been unfortunately brainwashed to believe that that's what they have to get. That's what they deserve. That's what they're good for. That's what they need. And that's what's available. That's what's on the menu. Very, little females actually have boundaries and standards and say, no, that doesn't please me sexually. I'm going to say no to that. Why would you not say no? Because you're afraid to turn off your partner and your partner go be with somebody else. So men have used relationship as a form of currency. And women do work on the form of currency. And it's like, what is the value? A relationship. So women want that relationship. We want that. We crave that commitment, the marriage, the kids, the house. And they're like, if I don't put out like that, this person may go get it elsewhere. So again, you're devaluing, dishonoring, and degrading yourself. And these women think that I have to do fucking tricks like a monkey to get a man. And gay men probably feel the same way. I have to fucking do all these tricks for a man to fucking keep one. We have devalued and degraded ourselves when we hold the greatest value of all. We have what the masculines desire. We replenish them. Without us, they would not be replenished. They would not be nurtured. Their needs would not be cared to. They have become selfish. I'm not just talking about men. I'm saying the masculine. Listen, guys, listen. I've already made that clear. Because I said gay men can be in the same energy as well. I already said that. But those masculines have a need. We have that commodity, but we're not using that because we're afraid and fear that these masculines will go out and deposit their energy to the one that does whatever they want. When really that's become a sick, twisted show. Men or masculines don't even really want that anymore. Men are now looking for the reserved females, the ones that are intimate with only them, the ones that will have boundaries and say no. When men are really looking for a life partner, they're not going out after the stripper or the porn star. They're looking for the woman that can provide a nice home, cook a good meal, raise good children, help them to live a long life, make sure their children live a long, secure, safe life. Make sure that they don't take them to the bankruptcy, take them to bankruptcy. A lot of men now are looking for women that are stable in a good sense. They have a good head on their shoulders. Why? Because they know those women are selective. Women that have confidence, or men in a feminine energy nowadays that have confidence, are more the golden ticket. They're more the trophy. Because they know that they have something other people want as well. So when morals, beauty, intelligence, and passion finally become currency again, the other shit will fade away. But it's sad that our youth today is suffering in that fucking shitstorm. But that will be the new currency. Because they know that those types of women or men in a feminine energy can go and be selective towards other men that will bring them the security, which is emotional security, family security, financial security, and sexual security. They know those women or those men in a feminine energy can go out there and get that and bring that home. And that's what they're looking for. So we do have the power to control and monopolize and kind of twist the masculine's head right now. So the divine feminines as an energy source, it's about really getting back your power, knowing your currency, and not being that person anymore, not being that cum bucket anymore. Excuse me for using that derogatory word. But honestly, yeah, the divine feminine, gay or female here, you need to get that currency back. You do not need to twist and turn into a fucking clay model to please the masculine energy and feed the masculine energy everything it wants. And we struggle with that in this day and age because even when a masculine has a strong feminine, they tend to play games and cheat. And we know this because maybe something's lacking in that relationship, which, let's be honest, is attraction and passion. But it's also chemistry. And this is where a lot of masculines, male or female, or, just men, masculines get married to that trophy piece, right? But they're missing one ingredient, chemistry. And this is where men and women get it wrong, chemistry. You might go for that person that's got the pentacles and the car, right? And the fucking house and all that shit. But you lack complete chemistry. You don't like the same things at all. You don't feel the same way intimately at all. And it ruins the marriage, it ruins the relationship, and somebody's out looking on the side for fulfillment because, and this is why a lot of men and women stay in marriages. It has everything else they need, but the intimacy or the passion or the camaraderie or the friendship. So they'll keep that relationship for security, but they'll come to you or vice versa for sex and companionship. And why would they give that up? Right now, they've got all their bases covered. And a lot of us think, well, I want the pentacles, I want this, I want that. But the problem you're lacking is the pentacles, the security. Perhaps that person is married to an individual with a PhD, millions of dollars, secure family wealth, 401k, money in the bank. They look decent. They've got kids. Okay, so there's their bank, there's their security, but it lacks sex. It lacks friendship and passion. Well, they're going to come over there to you for that. And if they can get away with both, they're not leaving. And the other person that says we're best friends, we're lovers, we're passionate, we have chemistry, this is true love, be with me, they're going to say you're missing one very important commodity, pentacles. And it seems very unfair, and it is unfair. But it's the truth. We're talking about reciprocity. If you do not have a balance, it's not going to weigh in your favor. And I hate to put it that way, but it is what it is. We're going to be humans today, not friends. We're going to be humans and talk about the biology and the mentality of our human race. There needs to be the whole kit and caboodle, period. And if we are giving away a piece of ourselves but not getting the whole enchilada here, we're selling ourselves short. Yeah, there's always these missing ingredients, and that's the needle in the haystack that you need to find, that truth. Because really, if you love yourself and you respect yourself a lot, you are sexy no matter what you do. And let me tell you, you may not want to be that porn star in the sheets, but you will do amazing, beautiful, sexual, mind-blowing, love, passionate making. I made no sense, but whatever. With your true love or soulmate, twin flame. And that passion, lust, and love will be out of this world. And it may not be that what you would think, this porn star status. It's better than that. It's better than that. Will you do some of those things? Yes. Will you do all of those things? Probably not. Will you do some of those things with borders and boundaries? Yes. For example, Kama Sutra, if you were to be intimate with your twin flame or soulmate, you had bomb chemistry, and you wanted, I know, don't get uncomfortable, everybody, but let's just, this is adults, 18 and plus, okay? Let's say you wanted to do anal. It may not look like the gaping in porn and spitting in it and making the hole about this freaking big so you can look in it and say, hello, is anybody alive down there? We don't want to hear an echo in our ass, guys. We don't want to hear a fucking echo. Okay, so you're not going to do that, but maybe you will do anal. Because in Kama Sutra, that is the crown. And so you may very well, with passionate kissing and lovemaking and that, you may do that with that person because it feels good with that person and you're exchanging the chi energy. And it's kind of like a heartbeat. It just pulses. You know what I'm saying? It's very smooth. It feels really good for him and her, or him and him, however you, whatever the fuck you guys want to do. But you see what I'm saying? Okay? But when you are in that bond, it's strong with the chi energy and the spiritual connection. So I'm not saying those things that go on in porn are off limits, but I'm saying there are ways to do it that are not dehumanizing, degrading, disrespectful, dishonoring, and unhealthy, and just flat out fucked up, okay? Fucked up. No one with a head on their shoulders is gonna allow that fucked up shit to go on. Sorry, they're not. Not if they have self-love and self-respect. They're not going to allow that. But like I said, you're going to pleasure that male partner much more than they've ever been. Way more than any porn could ever do it. Because it's the chi energy between the both of you. And that's where you connect your kundalinis. Way better than fucking porn. But see, the youth doesn't know that. The youth doesn't understand that. That's why the Kama Sutra was a book taught to men only thousands of years ago to help men understand women, because women were the nurturers. Kama Sutra wasn't just about sexual positions. It actually spoke about intellectual. It taught men, great men, emperors were only privy to this information, but it taught great men to be intelligent, to sing, to write poetry, to play music, to listen to the women playing music, to speak poetry to one another, foreplay, mental and emotional foreplay, because that's what gets the woman's engine roaring, is the mental titillation. It's the emotional. Once the woman is emotionally there, spiritually, mentally, she's there. And then it goes more into the foreplay and then all of that. And then after the act is done, in Kama Sutra, it speaks about cuddling. Again, that replenishing of energy to the masculine and the balancing of the energy for the feminine. And it talks about that nurturing aspect after lovemaking and how to talk and communicate after that. So you eat, in the Kama Sutra, you would share grapes, dates, wine. You would enjoy yourselves after pleasure, communicate again as friends. So you can imagine that the Kama Sutra is not just about sexual positions like a lot of men think or a lot of masculines think. It's actually very internal. It's very feminine. It's all about pleasing the feminine, which in turn pleases the man, the male. You guys know, whichever way you want to put it. I can't keep up with this back and forth shit. It's not easy anymore. We can't just be men and women anymore. I'm so tired of it. Anyways, put it how you want. Put it how you want. You are who you are. You know who you are. I'm not going to fucking specify it. Woo! Damn, it shouldn't be this hard. Okay, moving on. Sorry, just... you guys try talking about that for a minute. Jesus Christ. So anyways, do you think a lot of people today, especially what you see in porns, do they ever cuddle, share, reconnect after it? No. And that's what our youth, unfortunately, God pray for our youth, they are suffering. They are lacking intimacy. They have lots of sex, but no intimacy. They are lacking in a real partner. And they are becoming emotionally, mentally, psychologically empty. And many of them are suicidal. Many of them are struggling to be liked, loved, wanted because they're depleting themselves. And the men, the masculine energy, female or male, they go off in this world feeling empty also. They go off feeling depleted because they're giving away all their energy with no one who's going to replenish them. So these men, these masculines are walking this earth, these young men who are unreplenished, unnurtured, unrespected. There's a lot of things the masculines require, and that is respect. They need to feel like they are strong, that they can protect, provide, and that they are wise. It's a natural reaction to being in a masculine energy. They want to feel like they have wisdom to share, that they have authority of some type, that they are the creators of boundaries. You cannot cross here. You cannot do this. They're very good at that. We need that healthy balance. Fuck, that's an important balance. But look at this astrologically. Men represent Rahu. Never enough. Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. Giving it away, giving it away, giving it away, never being satisfied. And the women are representing here Ketu. Giving it away, losing it. Well, the men are taking women, taking feminines. But the women, the feminine energy, male or female, they're Ketu. They're giving, 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 losing, losing, losing. Just opening up and just being used and thrown away. And it's very quick. In Kama Sutra, it should take about an hour to start a woman in the process of making love. Today, they want you hot and ready in 1 second. I said the word, drop it like it's hot. That's how they think. And the feminines, who we all know internally, spiritually, emotionally, we know that shit's not kosher. We're like, nope, that doesn't fucking work, but we do it. We do it anyways, regardless of how it feels, regardless of how we're lacking, because they are not pleasing us. We do it and we make them think they are pleasing us. Why? Because we don't want to hurt their feelings. We don't want them to feel like they're not doing a good job. We don't want them to feel like on a level of 1 to 10 they were a 5. Why would we lie to them? So they stick around. Because the feminine energy is looking for security, the currency and the commodity of the pentacle. But the truth lies there, and no one wants to say it, that both partners are not satisfied. That is just the fucking truth. And the key to forever love is the Kama Sutra. The key to forever love is pleasing both and giving to both, but with healthy boundaries. The masculine, male or female, is not going to turn around and tuck tail because you gave him a boundary. They're not going to be like, oh, you won't let me gape? You won't let me fuck your hole wide open like the Grand Canyon? Well, I'm out of here. I got to go find a new partner. I wanted to gape tonight. No. Are you fucking kidding me? They're not going to say, I'm packing up shop. I'm out of here. They're going to be like, okay, so what do you want to do? See, really, the woman, the feminine, has the power. Because you have what they want. Male or female, okay? But you have the power. You are the nurturer and the replenisher. You can say, look, I don't want to do that, but I want to do this. And believe me, they're game. They're not going to say no. You actually have the power. And that's what this fucking queen needs to learn. Hello. Let's use our brains. We're going to use our brains. We think we know better. Let's fucking use those brains. Use your brain in a good way, ladies. Okay? But you actually have the power. And if you have the confidence with your sexual power, honey, you are fucking bomb as fuck. You're a commodity, honey. You are the goal. If you have both, you are the fucking goal. Because believe me, the masculine definitely wants what you have, which is confidence, security, sexual confidence as well in that energy, okay? You've got the goods. Now, when a feminine, male or female, is suffering an imbalance, not balancing out work and home life, that's a red flag. It's hard to keep any relationship without a balance, but especially to get that one partner, right, that you desire. So also an imbalance. And please don't have hurt feelings. Remember I said we're being humans today. We're not being friends or super sensitive. Let's talk real. Not all of us have a 10 body. That's okay. But it's about being the best version of yourself. Period. Nobody wants to be with a partner that is unbalanced. You get what you give. Reciprocity, right? You cannot have a messy home, bad teeth, terrible kitchen, out of shape, and have a good heart and go after your person. Doesn't matter if they're a 1 or a 10 or whatever they are, but you can't go after them because you are full of red flags. You're not balanced and you're not in a good energy. You have to be balanced. I'm not saying you can't bring someone to bed, but I'm saying you may not be able to keep someone in your life. And that's just the ugly truth. It is absolutely ugly, but that's the truth. You can bring someone to bed, but you can't make them stay. You got to create an environment in which they want to be there with you. And again, let's just say we have a clean home, good hygiene, good sex. You're a good nurturing partner, but you're lacking in pentacles. Maybe you have bad credit. Maybe you depend on your parents. Maybe you live in the streets. Or no, that doesn't make sense. Maybe you have just jobs that don't take care of it. And when you meet up with your partner, you're like, God, this bill's due and I don't have the money. Or God, I wish I could buy that car, but I don't have the credit. Or God, I'm living in this ghetto and I can't get out of it. Those things, and it's this ugly truth. Most men are not going to, there's some, but most men, masculines, female, whatever, they're not going to come in and be like, oh, I'll take care of that. I'll take care of the bills. I'll take care of that. You just be the homemaker. You're lucky if you get that. You are lucky if you get a kind-hearted person to come and do that. And kind of you guys are the best versions of each other. You give them something they don't have and they give you something you don't have. That's a wonderful balance. But it still lacks one thing, equal balance. Now that is a good mixture. You do for me, I do for you. That is a good balanced mixture. And that can have a good sustaining relationship. But what I've noticed down the road, 10, 20, 30 years down the road is they still go looking for something else later. Sometimes it's relationships, sometimes it's hobbies. But people do get tired of always being what the other one doesn't have. And I have seen problems in the future with that. And it's, you don't fulfill me anymore. And it becomes disharmonized. So those last long, but maybe not forever. We're talking about forever love, forever. You want a forever love, you need to bring as many pentacles as that person brings. Equal give and take. You may not be in the wealth bracket that they're in, but you're in a wealth bracket to where you don't need them. There's a difference between being wealthy and needy. Wealthy could have many levels. You could have enough wealth that you've got all your needs taken care of. And your home is wonderful and your hygiene is great and you take care of your body. Wealth, health, and happiness kind of all go in together, and let's just call it abundance. If you have an abundant package, and that means you may not be a millionaire, but let's just say you make enough money, you have a good job, and your life is pretty well fucking balanced. Your kids are happy and healthy, your home is happy and healthy, your career is going well, you've got a stable life. Honey, that's going to bring you home a very stable partner, reciprocity. Maybe that partner has more money than you, maybe not. Maybe that person looks better than you, maybe not. But it's going to bring a pretty equal fucking partner. If you put enough work into your body and your life and your career and your family, and you are working as hard as you can at you, you're going to have someone that works as hard as they can at them. You see, nobody wants to attract that partner that has poor hygiene, poor health, poor attitude, low funds, like they're a mess. Nobody wants that partner, you know, and that's where a lot of people go lonely. And they're looking for that partner to fulfill them, to give them what they're lacking. But that doesn't always work. You're lucky if it does, but it doesn't always work. But every partner wants a partner that takes care of themselves. If you don't take care of yourself, nobody else is going to want to be in the relationship with you. And a lot of people fake it, like, oh yeah, I've got my whole life together. And then they snag someone. They get them in a net. They're like, I got you. Like they were fishing and they fucking used bait. And then when that person goes in the relationship, their life is not what they said it was. It was not how they made it look. They made it look like they were mentally stable. They made it look like they had a good job. They made it look like everything was fucking safe with them. And you meet them like, wow, they've got fucking problems. And those people feel bamboozled. Like just lied to. Deception. So anyways, I want you guys to understand I'm not trying to be mean in this reading. I'm just saying we need to remember what our human nature is attracted to and work on those things to find balance. One of the biggest turnoffs is mental instability, emotional instability. Big turnoffs on both sexes, okay? The other one is financial instability. That's a little bit more workable. You can meet someone that has a good job, struggles a little bit, but man, they work 9 to 5. They're a hard worker. They take care of themselves and their car and their kids. Like they bust their ass. They may not be doing well, but they bust their ass. That's an attractive quality. They don't have to have money. They just have to have work ethic. That's a big turn on. So there are exceptions. There's exceptions. You know, versus someone who's just lazy. Believe me, there's exceptions. And, you know, people that don't look like a 10, honey, they're not looking for a 10. So more exceptions. When the human body doesn't fit the bill for what the other partner seeks, you know, the perfect trim masculine that's procreative and the feminine that's perfectly hourglass procreative, not everyone's going to fit those criterias physically. Okay, their genes just don't allow them. So you're going to have people that, let's just say, are a 5 or a 4 or something like that. They're going to go after other 5s and 4s. But they're also going to be selective. This is human nature. 5 and 4 people, this is just psychology, okay? They look around the room and of course they're attracted to the really attractive people, but they automatically tell themselves, nope, can't have that one. Why do they automatically tell themselves, oop, they're out of my league? Because they understand at a core level what's out of their league and what's not. The same with money. It's like, oh, that person's out of my league. You automatically think those things because you don't have the equal exchange to give to them. So a lot of partners are like, you know, it's not the movie Shallow Hal, you know, it's not going to work out as a fairy tale, okay? So there are partners that feel like they're a 5 or a 4. They're going to look for another 5 or a 4. Out of a group, they'll pick 3 or 4, 5 or 4 people. And they'll be like, okay, let's see personality, let's see this. And then they'll make their choice. So there's more than enough people to go around. But the problem in the industry, porn industry and the youth is like, you know, there's a lot of freaking 1s and 2s and 3s that are bagging 10s. And it's sexually only. It's not, it's only for pentacles. It's not real. It's fake. It's as fake as a Snapchat filter. No one's ever going to have that in real life. They either need the pentacles to provide that. And even then, those 10 women, 10 men that are being used, they're going to go get sexual pleasure outside of the relationship. They may stay married and give that, you know, level 1 person kids and commitment and wear a ring and come home every day and be their fuck bag, but they're going to go get theirs somewhere else because they will not be satisfied in any way, shape, or form by that person. And they probably won't even be emotionally satisfied by that person because that person only chose that 10 girl or that 10 guy for a fuck. And those low-level guys, the old potbelly, old rich men, you know, they're not picking a partner because of a good personality or because of a friendship or because of chemistry. No, they're picking them to fuck them, and they know that. And so, like, they're not even satisfied emotionally by that person. They're going to go off and find friendship, kinship, and love outside of the marriage. And they're going to hope that person dies. Or they're going to hope that person leaves them something. And this is just being a human, but that's what they're going to hope. They're going to hope they get to keep the goods without the person. And they're going to try to avoid that person like the plague. You know? And that's just what it is. And that's if that person is lucky enough to bring one home. Otherwise, those porn guys just get it in porn. And I tell you what, those people are showering like they're cleaning off coronavirus as soon as they're done with those people. And a lot of those women probably go home throwing up, wanting to die, crying, cutting themselves, wishing God would just take them because they can't believe what they just witnessed and what they've allowed their body to put up with. And unfortunately, a lot of those women have no choice. And those young men as well that are in the gay videos. But it's pretty sad. And like I said, I'm not trying to put men down in any way. But I'm going to leave you with this note here on that porn subject. Do you ever see the women saying when the video's over? You don't. You're never going to see a woman in porn say, oh, okay, I came all over you, so I'm done. You can go now. Or they just get up and like, okay, I'm done. I mean, that's just weird. You've never seen it. I can guarantee you've never seen it. Because it's in a masculine's world. A terrible advice in progress. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, whatever. I guess terrible advice in progress likes being gaped in porn videos. Because I'm giving anti-advice on that. So I guess she likes that. Okay, so anyways, guys, it's sad to say, but it is in the masculine's palm of their hands, the porn industry. It's not going well. It's just not going well. I wish the worst on the porn industry, honestly. It gets people addicted. People want more of it. People use it as reference. People expect that with partners, and it becomes twisted, and it works for a while. When people act like that together in relationships, they act like a couple of porn people. It's good for a while, but it doesn't last. And we're talking about forever love. So not forever lust, forever love. And I'm telling you, if the heart is together with that person, there's nothing you won't do to satisfy your partner, but it cannot be devaluing or degrading. Okay? And if someone wants to ejaculate on top of their partner, I can guarantee you in love, it won't be on their face. It won't be on their face. And it could be intimate somewhere else on their body, you know, their rear end area, their ass, okay? It could be their breast, it could be their stomach, but that would be much more sensual than the way they portray it in a porn. Much more sensual. And if you notice in porn, the distance between the people's heads, most of the time, are very far apart. And even when it's missionary, they're like separated very, very much. One person's way over here, one person's way over here, or, you know, there's not the closeness. And it's because they don't want to share the chi. They don't want to share that emotional energy, the kissing, the looking at your partner, the craving of them, which is kissing their neck, grabbing their hair, rubbing their ears, rubbing their body. That is big lacking in the porn industry because they don't have any of those feelings. It's just the genital area. And it's sad, but it's, you know, nobody wants that. So we're going to move on. We're going to move on, feminine. But this is all about reciprocity. Ladies, gentlemen, you get what you give. We're speaking on the feminines today, all right? If you want to have something more, then you better start giving something more. And remember, if you're my friends on here, back to the friendship talk here, you deserve more than you're getting. And you do not have to lower yourself, degrade yourself, devalue yourself to keep your divine masculine from you. That person will want you mind, body, and soul. It's okay for you to give a no and a boundary to your divine masculine because you are promised by God, by the universe, that this is your partner. And whatever God brings together, no one shall take apart. You're not meant to be separated from your person. Maybe some short separations, but not permanent. This is a journey for you to remember you deserve honor. You deserve to create some boundaries. He craves that as well, or she, okay? But the masculine craves those boundaries as well as you. And it's okay for you to start being more honorable to yourself, respecting of yourself, and saying, I love me. And that is very attractive. So anyways, back to boundaries, right? We're going to read 44. I know, not the most popular subject in the world, but we have to talk about these things. When the woman holding the heart comes in reverse, it reveals an indication of a state of mind and emotional, of feeling overwhelmed. And someone that may not feel as though their love life is working out. In fact, their love life may be turned upside down. It could also refer to some difficulty in a family matter or a close relationship, especially love. In this case, it's time to let go and resolve things now. There's also a possibility that this woman reversed is someone who brings a negative emotional influence in your life. There may be jealousy, resentments, or even more subtle manipulations going on. Don't take things personally, but endeavor to bring greater clarity and calm. Self-empowerment to your situation is important. Self-respect and honor is priority. And always remember to bring a loving, heartfelt energy to yourself. Ladies, gentlemen in the feminine energy, it's okay to say no. That's why part 1 of this video was the divine feminine finally saying no, no, no. Because it's okay to create that boundary to have forever love. But many of you guys are battling society and you're having a very hard time saying no. You can't come over to my house tonight and do whatever with me. No, you can't reach out to me at 3 or 4 in the morning and expect a text because your partner's asleep. No, you can't come and see me once a month, fuck me till my brains fall out, and then think you could stay away without any interaction for 30 more days. You cannot do that. Or no, you cannot have me emotionally as your best friend and lover and commit to your partner the whole time. No. So this is about you creating those healthy, dishonoring boundaries and saying no to them and just like, no, not doing it. Maybe your partner just wants to be intimate on another level and you're just like, it's no. You're not going to do that to me and degrade me. I'll do certain things with you, but I won't do that. You are letting go of your desperation. And I love you all, and I'm not trying to make you feel bad. Hang in there. But there was a level of desperation in the feminine energy, whether you are a male or a female. But there was a desperation, and you know it, and you were giving everything you could to this energy. Everything. And you know, don't lie to yourself, that you were giving to someone who is uncommittal and in and out, and you were hanging on to a thread, if there ever was a thread. A thread. Okay? And so then we've got this Five of Pentacles. And this is the dark night of the soul. You know that that's where it left you. So anyways, sorry, I was trying to look at the spams. I can't really read what's going on, but thank you, markers, for helping. I don't know what's happening there. Okay. So anyways, I know you guys love yourselves today. And I know that this masculine loves you. And I know that you're finally standing up for yourself. And I'm so proud of you. Sometimes when you lose, you win. And you saying no feels like a loss. You feel like you're scared. If I say no to this person, they're going to run out. If I say no sexually to this person, they won't be back. If I say no to this person, they're going to stop talking to me or stop texting me. If this person calls me for money and I say no, they're not going to come back. Okay? So a lot of you guys are having this desperation, this worry, this lack. And that's what's been hurting you. And Spirit's like, you're finally turning that around. And that's a wonderful, beautiful thing. And that's a good strategy. You're getting your confidence back. And you know that what is yours will always be yours. And it cannot be taken from you. You have every faith and belief that if this is your true divine masculine, your soulmate, or your twin flame that you were brought onto this earth together with to reunite and have some kind of a union with this person, you know hell and true that that is fate and nothing stopping fate. And I looked up, it was 111 minutes and 11 seconds. So 11:11 when I looked up. So you know that that's true. So don't have any fear setting boundaries on your divine masculine, because your masculine's been a prickly porcupine with you anyways. And we are back to what I was talking about. First of all, we have pleasure. And I knew this was going to come out. I've been feeling this porn energy here. Nothing comes close to how deep you pleasure me. So again, you are the pleasure pot. Not in a weird derogatory way, but just metaphorically. You are the vessel that holds pleasure. You remember that. You are what brings your masculine the utmost of pleasure. Be careful, because bottom of the deck, bottom line, a lot of that pleasure has been toxic. Very toxic. And I have to say it, I do believe that had something to do with porn. So watch it, ladies and gentlemen in a feminine energy. Watch it, because you know your sexual energy has been used in a toxic way. And they have taken your love and abused it in a toxic way. By being a third party, or by being someone that they just used for pleasure. Okay? So you're aware of that now, and you're making better choices. And look what's under that. It feels like I'm slowly losing you. Fading. Yeah. And they do feel like they're losing you, because they're losing their pleasure. They fantasize about you all the time. Seduction. You were a seductive, toxic piece to their puzzle. And you fulfilled many of those areas. But now what's coming out for you from them is good news. I'm fighting so hard to become a better man. I'm determined. Guys, good news. They don't want to be fucking toxic. Your divine masculine is not some average guy or girl. They're not some fucking nasty fuck that just wants to do nasty things to you. They're not some toxic piece of shit that wants to use and abuse humans. Don't ever think that about your masculine. Ever. If I ever catch you talking shit about your masculine on here, I'm going to block you, because you're not a divine feminine. Don't catch yourself up. Your divine masculine is as divine as you. And the same way that you got caught up being some fucking cumbucket, excuse my French, but you were. Just as you got caught up in your toxic giveness, which was toxic, they got caught up in their toxic takeness. You guys got both sucked into the same world. You both got sucked into what you thought society expects out of relationships. Both of you, and I am not singling a single person out, both of you. So there is no blame to go around here. And I am very happy that your masculine has decided to fight harder to become a better man, or in some cases, a better woman. Be glad and know that you are mirroring, hello, magician in the mirror, you are mirroring the same aspect today by saying you want to become a better woman or a better man. All right? You both love God, spirit, source, the creator, whatever you want to call it. You both love spirit. You love the universe, both of you. You both love the cosmos. You both love the soul. You both love people. You both love animals. You both love to give to people. You both love to be nurturing and loving and kind. That is your nature. But you both got sucked into this evil world like everyone else, and you both fell victim to the expectations of your evil society. And now, by the grace of the Creator, you have both decided to be better people than what you've seen. And you both know you are better than what you've been. You both know you can be better than you've ever fucking been in your life. And you are determined and have the courage today to fucking go do that shit. And I love it. And that's your new fucking strategy. And that motherfucking strategy is going to bring sweet results. Hella sweet results. You may not know all the ins and outs right now, how the fuck this is going to work. But don't worry about it. All you guys are doing is taking the first step. The first step, which is I love myself and I can say no. That's the first fucking step. The next step is I can love you and say no at the same time. And the third fucking step is telling the world it's okay to be me like this. It's okay to say no. Imagine how the world will change when more humans will start saying no to that destructive, derogatory, nasty, inhuman, toxic shit. Imagine if freaking 90% of our society was like no to that shit. The porn industry would be obsolete. They'd have to find a new commodity, one in which would support love, Kama Sutra, relationships, deep connections, self-love and self-worth. If they could tap into that market and the world changed and that's the hot commodity, that's the hot market, unstoppable. An unstoppable world. What a wonderful people we would be. If more people valued love than lust, how many more happy relationships would we see? How little divorce we would see. If it wasn't as easy as going to the internet or going on the corner to get satisfaction, how much harder would it be for someone to work at their relationship? I mean, how much easier would it be for someone to turn around and go home and say, you know what, I'm going to try harder with my wife, or I'm going to try harder with my husband, because it's not that easy out there. We've got to turn society around, guys. And the reason we're in tarot and the reason you're into spirituality is because you are one of the chosen. You are one of the few that are out here being a pioneer in a cruel world at focusing on the unpopular, which is self-love, self-care, respect, self-worth, and true partnership. You are one of the few pioneers, and you are going to change the world. Your energy is so vital and important to change our world. Every single one of your guys' relationships that you're working on right now is important to our collective group. You are making a difference in sending a healing vibration to the world of relationships, which is every fucking person. You are changing the vibration for families. You're changing it for friends. You're changing it for the divines and the twins. You're changing it. You are important. Anyways, what you're doing matters, and I don't want you to give up. If you're taking a step back for self-love, self-care, that's the right fucking choice. But I have a surprise for you. That's just going to turn them on more. They're going to want you more. They're going to desire you more because they are good people. The divine masculine is a good person, and you are exactly what they were created to love. And don't you ever catch yourself talking shit about them, because they are exactly what you were created to love. And there is such beauty in the both of you. It brings strong emotions and tears to my eyes, because this Four of Pentacles and forever love is a certainty. It's a promise. This love, this passion and chemistry, it's not going to go away when you hit a certain age. It's going to be there forever. Forever. It's beautiful. This is what people want. You may think, oh, people want that hot piece of ass. That hot piece of ass isn't always going to be hot, friends. You know this. That hot piece of ass will not always be hot. But their heart will. And that's what you want. You want a partner that you will age with, love till the day you take your last breath, only so you can reincarnate and love them even more again. Cycles. It's being a child, it's being young, falling in love, it's learning more lessons, it's getting your life together, it's finding each other, it's being in union, it's joining mind, body, and soul, it's having a period of lust and love and passion, and then a cycle into friendship and a deep, secure romance of intimacy in different ways. And then it evolves into a forever long connection. You create your own flame, your own energy, your own chemistry. It's beautiful. People want that. People don't just want this quick gratification, pleasure. They want forever love. So you guys may think you're way behind in the world of that we live in. Honey, you're far ahead. You're far ahead. Those other people out there having whatever they're having, they're fucking lost. You're the pioneer. Do not think because they went left and you went right, you're going the wrong direction. No, honey, you're in the right direction. There's another sign, 122 minutes, okay? You're in the right direction. So, you're going to get forever love. I know this. Let's get some more information here for you guys. Don't forget to vote. I have a community channel vote post available for you guys. And you guys can pick what you want the next reading to be about. So I gave a list of like 4 or 5 options. And you guys can kind of vote and just cast your vote there on what you want the next reading to be. Okay. Well, you have Colette. Bottom of the deck, you have Aban Olaka. This is the battle. She who battles. Justice, fierce, and commitment. Libra energy. We did touch on that earlier. The Libra did pop out. Now we have empathy, gentleness, and insight. Okay. So you are battling. And it is a battle. Love is a battlefield. It really is. You are battling to be loving and empathic, gentle, nurturing, And at the same time, you have to fight for yourself. That is a very difficult balance. I love that's why Libra's coming in. That shit's not easy. Let's get a message from your Divine Masculine. What does your DM want to tell you, sweetheart? Divine Masculine, is there something you want to tell your forever love? What do you want to tell your forever love? Oh, you voted? That is so wonderful. Thank you, honey. Oh, we got 3 cards, okay, which is the energy of healing, nurturing, Empress. So your masculine says, I'm sorry. I never gave you any closure, but I don't want this to end. I feel I need you in my life to some degree, or it all will fall apart. Oh, this is going to hit home. Whoever's resonating with today's reading, you know that your relationship ended in a way that you did not get closure. Like you didn't really get to say what you felt. They didn't get to say what they felt. It ended too quick. And now you've been looking at your situation like, what the fuck is this? Thank you for your help. This is exactly what I need to hear right now. Many blessings to you. Thank you, Stacy. I appreciate that. So anyways, your person doesn't want to hurt you. Your person is not wanting to lose you either. And again, like I said, you have the power. Just because you're saying no to something doesn't mean you're going to scare off your person forever. Creating a boundary only brings them closer. Because like I said, sometimes when you lose, you win. Saying no is a gain. Stop feeling so desperate that you have to say yes because you think that's the only way. What's meant for you will always be yours, and they're meant for you. The next one is, I save everything you send me. Oh shit, they have a file about you. I'm sorry I don't always know the right response, but I'm coming up with some better answers now. Aw. Here you are thinking they're deleting all your messages, deleting all your pictures, deleting everything. Like you're just like, they don't even care about me. They just get rid of it. They hide me. No, they don't. They don't hide you and they don't hide the things you send them. They screenshot it and save it to a file. Okay? It's somewhere. They save those emails or those messages. They copy paste them and save them somewhere. They save them. Even if they just save it in their heart and they remember, they do not release the things that you send them. Every time you send them love, every time you send them a message, they save it in their heart of hearts. Or they save it to some other device because maybe, for whatever reason. The next one is, the reason I come and go is because I just can't stay away from you. But I'm not ready to give all I know you deserve. So I run. So again, it's I can't lose you, but I don't choose to stay with you either, both of these. One is like, I want you in my life at some degree, but not to the degree that will please you. And then here, I come and go because I come in because I need you and I want you, but I leave because I know you deserve more and I'm not ready to give that to you. So this is keeping you at bay. Let's keep it real, guys. Your person has been giving you just enough to keep you around in some way. And to be honest, your person is shocked that you even stayed around. Someone here is like, why are you still here? How in the world are you even loving me at this point? When I only have offered and given you so little. This is breadcrumbing. This is giving someone else more and someone else less based on whatever fucking reasoning. But that's the Six of Pentacles. And it is the act of giving, but it's to what degree? And that 6 is about lovers. It's about harmony, balance. It's about choices. When you love someone, you choose to love them. This person chooses to give to you and chooses to love you. Hang on real quick, guys. Sorry, guys. Had to text my son. I needed the charger. Anyways, guys, your person says, bottom line, I recognize myself inside you, which is beautiful. All right? There's something about you, honey, that they recognize. It's that twin flame fucking vibe. There's something about you. There is something in your eyes, something in your spirit, something in your energy, guys. And they're just like, that's home. That's my person. There's just some beautiful connection here that makes me feel like I belong, okay? And believe me, that is a belonging. So your person feels themselves with you, okay? They feel like themselves with you. They can truly be themselves with you. And they're not like that with everybody. Let's get 2 more messages from your love, your divine masculine. I closed down, hold on. I got 2. Okay. And this is funny because this was at the bottom a minute ago, but I didn't choose it. I kept shuffling. I was like, this wasn't really meant to be. It was under this card, and I was like, I'm just going to shuffle and see what else comes out. It was meant to come out. It's here. So listen. I've closed down my feelings. I quit love. So your masculine has admitted that they've shut down a lot of their loving emotions in general as a person. Okay? They're just letting you know I've shut off that love button for whatever reason. That's why I've been so Queen of Swords in reverse. That's why I've been so cold. That's why I've been so difficult to talk to be with. I've shut down that loving energy, and I've only been sexual or physical, or I've only been, communicative. I really shut down my heart. We also have, I should be further ahead in life by now. Your person is starting to reflect on their life. How old are they? How far have they come? What have they achieved? Where could they have been with better choices? So they are reflecting. And that's hermit vibes. Thank you, honey. That's hermit vibrations going within themselves. I love it. That self-reflection is important for soul journey. Okay. Bottom of the deck, since I'm going to go ahead and read the bottoms. I catch myself imagining our lives together and how it would have all worked out. I know you would have treated me like a king. Aww. They're looking, look at that. Both of these are reflection. Soul searching, Virgo. It's like when I look back at my life and who I could have been and what I could have had, there's regrets. There's definitely regrets from your person, absolutely. They imagine the life they could have had with you. Have you guys also sat down together and talked about growing old together? Because I feel like you guys, at least at one point, have talked about growing old. They remember that. If you've ever talked about growing old with this person, they remember that conversation. They save it. They remember that. You may think they don't remember it, but they remember it. And I just also want you to know, when they look at you, they think about how happy you guys could be together, being treated like a king till they grow old. I mean, the way you would nurture and love this person, what they wouldn't have. You would take care of their health. You would take care of their happiness. You would take care of their home. You would give them everything you could give them. You are the ultimate divine feminine. You are a lover of children, a lover of animals, a lover of nature. You are a lover of people. You would love this masculine so much. You would work so hard to give them whatever their dreams may be. The affection you would give this person, the intimacy, the romance, and the friendship. You are an ultimate pleaser in a good way here. And believe me, this person knows that. You are not selfish. You are a big, big heart and a big, big giver. And I think there's a lot of regret, honestly, because we have, I'm not ready to give you all I know you deserve, so I run. Your masculine loves you and thinks you deserve the best. Yet your question is, if you think I deserve the best, why are you running away from me? Why are you making me cry? You know? Why are you making me feel like I'm not worthy of you? Why are you making me feel alone? Why are you abandoning me? Why are you making me fight for you and fight to love and nurture you? Why are you not trusting your instincts? You know, a lot of you are just like, why? If I deserve love, why can't you give that to me? Anyways, we're going to get into the masculine on why he can't give that to you, okay? Or why he hasn't been. But I know this masculine does love you. And I just want to say, I know that you're making the right choice right now to create a healthy boundary so your person can work hard to become a better masculine, okay? You're making the right choice. And by you making good choices for boundaries for yourself, intimately and all other ways, you're making good choices for yourself to be a better woman or a better man in a feminine energy. All right? And it's time for people to become better. You know, I'm going to leave you with this because I feel like this is the most important message for the feminine today. Do not keep a record of wrongs. Do not keep a record of fuck-ups, losses, frustrations, and any of that shit. If you're keeping a record, you're fucking yourself. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not jealous and envious. It's not bragging or boastful or arrogant. It's not rude. It's not inconsiderate. It does not insist on its own way as the only way. It is not irritable, easily frustrated, or even resentful and bitter. Love does not rejoice in something bad happening to the person they love. It's not happy in getting even or having vengeance or any type of evil wrongdoing. Love rejoices in truth and light and love. Love is grateful when your person sees the light, not how long it took. It bears all things. It believes in all things. It hopes in all things, and it endures in all things. Even if it takes a lifetime for your person to see the fucking light, that's a win. You're supposed to love, nurture, and respect yourself and your person. That is your job as a divine feminine. If you've been fucking up on your job, that's your bad. If you have been bitter, resentful, remorseful, sad, depressed, keeping tabs, marking shit down on calendars, having expectations, if that's been you, that's your fucking bad. And I'm not saying you're a bad person, but I'm saying that's on you. Your job is to be you, and that's nurturing, loving, caregiving, gentle, and empathic. You're supposed to understand why someone goes through what the fuck they go through. You're supposed to understand them. You're supposed to look at them and understand their childhood. Well, thank you, Blair. Congratulations on your wedding. I will be protecting the 144 chosen ones worldwide. Aw, that's very nice. So anyways, I hope you're doing your job. Don't focus on their job, focus on yours. Your job is to love yourself and love others. Their job is to protect themselves and nurture and care, give also to themselves and others. You both have similar jobs, different energies, similar jobs. After this reading today, I just hope you guys focus on the good, not the bad. Your person loves you, and most likely you guys have a new strategy, which is the best and probably will work out. As long as you're looking at this with a clear head and a good heart, you're going to be all right. Okay, so let's see what's going to be coming up here for you guys. What's coming up for the twins? What's coming up? Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. In the upright, may I add, hello, 10 major arcana and 10 minor arcana with 10 of cups, happiness. I see a union, a reunion. Oh yes, you're going to be happy with your partner, happy and in love. You guys are headed for a new energy, forever love, Wheel of Fortune. God, they saved the best for last. This is a change. This is a turn of events, my friends. Things are finally turning around for you guys. Something to be happy for, something to be grateful for. Finally, something good is coming in for you guys. All right? Temperance is bottom of the deck, major arcana. And this is about alchemy. It's about balancing things out. You're balancing your life out. They're balancing their life out. It's taking a little time. So be it. Love has all the time in the world. Pausing for perspective. Yep, there's going to be some blocks for a little while, but that's good because people get a wake up call. They get to surrender things and now receive what they need to know. 10 of Swords, whatever painful situation you guys have been really suffering in, it's soon to be over. Look at all these 10s. Fuck. 1, 2, 3, 10, 10, 10. That's a recipe for the new beginning between you guys. Followed by the Moon card in the reverse, which is secrets coming out. Someone's got secret emotions for you, secret love for you, secret feelings for you. Just secret feelings in a nutshell, and that's coming to the surface. Oh, you guys have the Ace of Cups in the upright, which is revitalizing your relationship, renewing your love. Having a new love with this person makes your relationship feel brand new, makes it feel good, refreshed, and healed. This is a much needed spiritual bath. Your guys's, I hate to say it, but your guys's relationship got really dirty. It just did. Okay? You know how it got dirty. And maybe, yeah, it was a lot of sexual stuff, but it was more than that, wasn't it? It was third parties, it was sexual stuff, it was bitterness, it was grudges, it was rage, it was blame game, it was frustration, it was lack of self-love, self-worth, whatever it was dirty. It was gross. And you guys finally get that bath. And both of you are fighting to become better people. Both of you. And you're going to get it. You guys are headed for it. You're going to get this forever love. Keep hanging in there. The Temperance card is the long path. It is the long and narrow path. It takes a long time to get there, but it's worth it in the end. This is also the Fix-It Angel, the card that heralds mending the bridges, healing deep wounds, restoration, the card of second chances, the card of divine healing in a wounded relationship. This is the card of true twins that are being changed from the inside out. And I do believe you guys are being changed from the inside out. First, you're going to notice your changes on the inside, Wheel of Fortune, and then you're going to start to see it on the outside. Okay, so hang in there. This relationship is headed in a beautiful new direction. There's some no's, but that's the strategy. There needs to be some no's, and your no's are going to lead to sweet results. All right? Okay. Sometimes when you lose, you win. I love you guys. I'm going to let you go. It's been a wonderful reading. Thank you so much for being here. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I'll see you guys later. I'm going to do one romance angel before we go. But hang in there, guys. You've been great. Wow. You guys got stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. I love it. Hang in there. Stay optimistic. Don't go in the negative. Saying no is okay. Be optimistic. That is the key. Sagittarius energy, very strong for the feminines today. Keep an open mind because your soulmate, your twin flame, your love, your divine masculine may differ from your usual type and expectations. And I think that says it in a nutshell right there. Your expectations. Keep an open mind that this masculine relationship with you, the expectations you set for it are very different. So keep an open mind, stay optimistic. You guys are actually going to probably pull through this sooner than you think. That's my take on it. All right? You're on a path to love. You're on a path to a reunion. You guys are on a path to a fresh new start. Look out for those 10-10-10s. They're everywhere. You're headed for this beautiful new beginning. I'm so happy. I'm so pleased with your reading. I love you all. Thank you for doing a huge turnaround. Like I said, your energy is a pioneer energy for the world, and your love in your heart and how you're revamping what's going on in your life is so needed. Big thank you to all you guys doing the work, working hard to change the vibration of our planet. Thank you. Thank you all for tuning in and remembering that this is a love journey, not a destination. So just keep swimming. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. So much love. Bye.